I've asked people, why do we have fireworks on the 4th of July? I don't know, it's to celebrate. No, it's not.
It's literally melting off.
Ballymun here. I believe that Somalians cooked the dog up here. 3 of them.
That's Epstein's house.
Hey guys, it's Palm Beach Pete. And when I went on stake, because I usually went on stake, I'm going to buy this beautiful townhouse in New York City.
Look at the garbage. You're not picking it up. Who's out there picking it up?
We respect what you're saying, but the event is not done yet.
Welcome back to the Wizard's Fish. Not going to waste any time, just going to jump straight into things today, so viewer discretion is advised, and everything that you see in here is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it.
I've asked people, why do we have fireworks on the 4th of July? I don't know, it's to celebrate. No, it's not. It's because America was founded with fireworks. There was killing in the streets. There was a revolution. That's how the country was founded, on a violent revolution. You need to understand this point. When this country was founded, all the royalty, the bankers, the international bankers, and all those corrupt, evil, criminal gangs in Europe that have been burning people at the church, they looked at the King of England and said, are you going to let these people get away with this? What's wrong with you? I thought you were supposedly a very important king and everyone's supposed to be frightened of you. Are you going to let them get away with this? And so what the king decided to do was not do anything. Leave the Americans alone because they're crazy. They're drinking and they got guns, so leave them alone. Like Mel Gibson said in the movie Patriot, leave these people alone because after the war is over, we're going to do commerce with them. We're going to deal with them in such a way. Now, they beat us. Okay, they founded their country, and we withdraw, but we're coming back. It ain't over yet, son. It's just started. They're coming back for you. And that's what we got today. The British have come here and set up our government, set up our finances. They've set everything up, our schools, set up all this stuff for us, and we sucked into it, and we don't know how to get out of it. Open your mind. Your mind's like a parachute. Don't work if it ain't open.
Jadi parang tuang nih, tuang.
Is going to be a bath and not a bloodbath.
Michel Lamy is considered one of the most mysterious personalities in the fashion world. For years, various theories about her have circulated across social media. Some people call her the Illuminati Queen, while others claim that she can communicate with spirits or possesses the power of black magic. However, no verified evidence has ever been presented to support these claims. Her interviews and fashion shows are often the center of attention because of their symbolism and unusual statements. Michel Lamy rarely explains the true meaning behind her words, which leads people to search for hidden messages in everything she says and every gesture she makes. This unique style has made her one of the internet's most mysterious personalities. Her presence at France's high fashion and avant-garde shows always attracts attention. Some people see her dark fashion and symbolic style as nothing more than artistic expression, while others believe she is surrounded by mystery. To this day, most of the theories about her remain unverified rumors and internet speculation, with no confirmed evidence to support them.
We have some really sad news out of Europe where the death toll has risen to 2,129 plus deaths, according to weather fatalities and the data that they've compiled out of the various sources available. Now, this is 1,058 plus in France, 1,029 in Spain, 25 in the United Kingdom, 7 in the Netherlands, 7 in Poland, and 3 in Romania.
That's horrible, man. Like, I feel so bad for people and the animals. Like, if you guys are out there and got the chance to help somebody, definitely do it. This is Dave, by the way, my sometimes co-host.
Is a truly, truly tragic situation. As you know, there is a big aversion to air conditioning in Europe, despite the fact that many people die during these heat waves. And it is just a true tragedy that some of the most vulnerable people are the ones who are in these numbers, you know, especially people who are elderly, disabled, etc. And I find it really, really terrible that they are not embracing AC.
Bro, I've had kiwis like this, bro.
It's like
not like that though. That's crazy.
This is supposed to be a
fake fruit.
And you can squeeze it and it puffs right back up like a sponge. It looks like a steak, right?
Printer steaks and stores.
Why? It's falling.
3D gloomy.
Okay, so I'm washing
wow.
chicken. Why is it pulling apart like that?
Man, stop buying Walmart chicken. This is a lesson learned.
That's
Look at
actually
this.
goop, bro.
You know how when you pick a dog up by its neck or
Do y'all remember back in the 2010s when Nana was being played everywhere? Every artist, every singer, every rapper was using Nana in their songs. This is what I mean.
what's my name?
To give up, nah, nah, nah.
Come and get it. Na 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 na.
Interesting.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Oh, right, na na na. I want you. Na na. Oh, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Na na. Just be careful, na na. He got me singing na 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 na. People say na 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 na.
So after hearing that, me being who I am, anything the world tries to push, they always have an agenda behind it. So I did a little research. Nana is a Mesopotamian god. Nana is also referred to as, y'all ain't gonna believe this one, Sin. Sin is his name. Nana,
Interesting.
aka Sin, also has children, and most notably is his daughter Ishtar, where we get Easter from. After reading up on Nana, it is said that one could petition him for help. He was responsible for guaranteeing abundance and growth, which would explain why his name was pushed so heavily during that period. During that period, clearly there was one songwriter who was prevalent across the entire board. Whoever wrote the songs, they petitioned Nana for abundance and growth, for which he is known for. He used Nana's name to gain abundance and growth while at the same time having the entire world join in worshiping Sin. And we didn't even know it. If you think I'm reaching again, y'all know that song by Trey Songz. He says, ooh na na na, put your hands in the air if you're loving tonight. Listen, ooh na na na, put your hands in the air, put both hands in the air. What are you doing? You're worshiping Nana. Think of how many of us sang those songs during that period who didn't know and still don't know until now you're seeing this. We're literally declaring Nana's name, aka Sin, Sin which we should not be doing, Sin which God told us to stay away from. Throwing our hands in the air in worship, singing to Nana, to this false god. A lot of those artists now, they've sold their soul. They probably sold their soul back then. And they knew what they were doing. It's all a big game to all of those people. They're gaining success, abundance, growth, whatever it is, all at our expense. And we're doing things that we didn't even know we were doing. It's time that everybody starts waking up. Like I always say, watch what you're listening to. Stop supporting these artists because they don't care about you. All they care about is money, fame, wealth, whatever. They don't care about you. They are just using you. So stop being their pawn in their game because you're bargaining with your soul.
What's happening in Paris is not normal. So many people are dying, undertakers are refusing to pick up the bodies.
Over the weekend, I received more than 150 calls and had to turn away over 150 bodies. People are in a state of utter distress and panic. Imagine your father's or mother's body decomposing, and we are unable to take charge of it. We have no solution to offer them. We simply cannot meet the demand.
More than 2,000 have died within a week just in France alone. And now people are wondering if there's more to this heat, especially the way it seems to melt everything.
What the hell is that? How hot is in these? It's literally melting off.
Are these people dying because they don't have AC?
This is a message for Americans. Europe is so hot right now. I know we look at the weather and we say, oh, it's only in the 90s, calm down. We live through that all the time. I am here now and it's insane. The houses are ovens. The hotels, they even have air conditioning, but it's like a trickle. I was in a conference room all day, no air conditioning. I haven't seen a ceiling fan. I haven't seen a breeze. People are just sitting in the river.
Or did they just get hit with some brand new weapon?
Why everybody keeps talking
That's
about
what I
this
think.
horrible, unbearable heat in Europe and nobody's explaining why. Everybody keeps blaming it on humidity. It makes no sense. I heard Americans, I heard Asians. There was a person from Singapore and from Zimbabwe. And everybody keeps saying that the heat is much softer in their country. I'm not saying it's not true. I just don't think it's the humidity. Because many people who are saying that it's bad are from Asia, and Asia is very humid.
They do not only target buildings, they target roots. In southern Lebanon, footage appears to show a large olive tree ripped from the ground and hauled away on a truck. The exact clip still needs independent verification, but the pattern around it is not new.
These olives are our lives. My great-grandfather planted them. They were meant to stay and provide for our families.
85-year-old Sadiqa has nothing but tears left. For 3 days, she has watched Israeli occupation soldiers uprooting olive trees in her village of Qaryut.
Israel has a long record of destroying olive groves, farmland, and rural life across Palestinian territory, and now Lebanon. In 2023, the United Nations said more than 10,000 Palestinian-owned olive trees were vandalized across the West Bank. Israeli rights group B'Tselem has documented cases where settlers cut down, burned, and uprooted Palestinian olive trees. And Reuters reported Lebanese officials said Israeli shelling burned about 40,000 olive trees in southern Lebanon. So when people see a tree on a truck, they are not reacting to one clip. They are reacting to decades of a message. Cut the tree, block the farmer, burn the grove, break the economy, erase the family's proof of belonging. Because an olive tree in this region is not landscaping. It is income. It is memory. It is inheritance. It is a family archive written in bark and soil. Some of these trees are older than the soldiers, older than the governments, older than the propaganda used to justify their destruction. A bomb destroys a house, but ripping out an olive tree says something colder. It says, we do not only want your land today, we want to sever your yesterday. And if the world keeps calling this security, then the world needs to explain why security keeps looking exactly like erasure. My name is Mr. Wayne. Red lines out.
Yo! Oh my God! Okay, so I need you to stay with me on this one because this story broke just days ago and I genuinely cannot stop thinking about it. Hamden, Ohio. Tiny little village. We're talking maybe 200 people. The kind of place where you wave at your neighbor and you know everybody's dog by name. And somehow, inside one house on a street called Omer, there were 16 children that nobody, and I mean nobody, knew existed. July 1st, 2026. Deputies and BCI agents execute a search warrant and walk into what the Ohio Attorney General, a man who has spent his entire career prosecuting crimes, called one of the worst things he has ever seen in his life. He said nearly 24 hours later, he still could not get the smell off of him. Just sit with that for a second. These 16 kids, ranging from 18 months old to 18 years old, were living, crammed, into a single 12 by 12 foot room. That's not a bedroom. That's barely a walk-in closet.
Brutal.
And investigators believe they had been kept in that room for 4 years. The floor was rotting. Garbage was stacked so high, agents literally could not reach parts of the house. There was human waste everywhere. The sheriff said, and I'm quoting here because I need you to understand how bad this was. He said, most livestock is kept in better conditions than those children were. Livestock. Now, here's the part that broke something in me. Not one of those 16 kids had ever been enrolled in school. Not one. The oldest child, 18 years old, could not spell their own name. Some of them couldn't speak. Some couldn't communicate at all. The Attorney General described them as looking almost feral. And I hate that word in this context, because these are children. They didn't choose this. They were made this way by the people who were supposed to love them. The 4 adults arrested, Gary Siders Sr., Gary Siders Jr., Christina Siders, and Elizabeth Siders, these are the grandparents and parents of these kids. The people in that house who were supposed to be safe. 2 of the children were so critically injured, they had to be flown to trauma centers in Columbus. The AG said if authorities had waited even one more day, they would have been dealing with deaths. One more day. And here's the thing that I genuinely cannot wrap my head around. This family had been bouncing around Ohio counties since at least 2008. Multiple states, no medical records, no school records, no paper trail on any of these children. Like they were deliberately kept invisible. 20 people living in a 1,300 square foot house, and in a town of 200 people, not one neighbor ever once saw a child come out of that door.
Horrible.
How does that happen? How does that happen? In part 2, we're going into the system, or honestly, the failure of it, and how a family can ghost an entire state for nearly 2 decades with 16 kids in tow. Drop away if you're coming back for it.
Yo! Oh my god! Are you guys okay?
Sorry, sir. I know he's got...
Charlie XCX has a new album coming out on July 24th, and she named it after this lyric. We're walking on a runway that goes straight to hell. Nothing's gonna save us, not music, fashion, or film. That is the chorus on repeat that millions of people are going to sing along to this summer. I'm a former psychic medium who left the New Age and came to Christ Jesus.
Nice.
And my whole page is about showing you what hides in plain sight spiritually. So here's what I need you to understand. In the official music video, Charlie walks a runway. And at the end of it, she follows a group of models straight off the edge into a dark, bottomless pit.
Did you notice that the runway is shaped like a giant X?
Her dressing room bursts into flames behind her. She is not being subtle here, guys, but here is what nobody is talking about. In the New Age, we understood the power of spoken agreement. What you declare out loud, what you sing, what you repeat, what you put on your lips matters spiritually. Nothing's gonna save us is not just a lyric, it is an agreement. A declaration spoken into the atmosphere by millions of voices at once. The enemy does not need a ritual. Sometimes he just needs a catchy chorus and a billion streams. I'm not here to cancel Charlie XCX. I'm here because I spent years inside a world that understood exactly what words carry. And this one concerns me. Follow me for more of what hides in plain sight. Pray for Charlie, and God bless you.
You better brace yourself for this one. Imagine dropping your baby off, 4-month-old baby, off at daycare, okay? Hours later, you get a call, the baby's on the way to the hospital. You find out at the hospital, the baby's unalived. Why? Because the daycare center left the baby alone with a 17-year-old boy who has autism. And that 17-year-old boy threw the baby on the ground.
Man, that's a horrible story all the way around.
I can't even imagine the horror. Now, folks, this happened in Los Angeles, folks, and they're not releasing the name of the 17-year-old boy because he's underage, and we don't know the severity of his autism, okay? How severe his autism was. And why was he left alone at a daycare?
That's a really good question.
At a daycare with a 4-month-old. I'll keep everybody updated as more comes in, folks. Just awful. What do you guys think in the comments? Awful.
Oh, what the f... Bro? What the f...
AI, possibly?
Hey, y'all better get right with God, man. Y'all get right with God, bro. Oh my God, the cops are down there saying go back to your house, bro.
Maybe this is an AI.
Come here. Look at this.
Oh, now it's just like fading away.
I'm here saying we have to go back to our houses because they don't want us to film it.
I wonder if this is a beam that is a particular shade of blue related.
Do not take your kids to see this. This Minions, and I know people go, oh, it's innocent, it's cartoon. No, they are doing seance witchcraft on these movies now, and I want you to see this little clip. This is very serious. They're summoning a octopus devil on a pentagram on this cartoon. The pentagram's in the background. They're on the back, and they have all these candles, and this is the demon, the octopus devil, come up out of the witchcraft they were doing. So they go over here, and they start doing this witchcraft again throughout the movie on this for this cartoon. And they're summoning, they're bringing forth, they're conjuring up this demonic witchcraft stuff. And they go, oh, it's innocence. No, it's not innocent. You're feeding your kids trash. Don't take your kids to see this. So, okay. You don't have to show them no more. Yeah. It's evil, but you need to know it.
It's literally melting off.
That is not normal.
Wow. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now...
They don't know what the hell they're doing. I have it on the right.
What the hell?
I've never seen this in my entire life.
Oh my god.
I've seen that happen a couple times.
Hair clip and Arizona Heat. Look at this.
I'm attaching gold chains.
Ooh.
I'm fine, but that was a horrible idea. The gold chains are still somewhere out there. Don't ever do that. Be careful. On this 4th of July, happy 250th, America, tracksmic.com.
I'm guessing, well, yeah, the red, white, and blue. I don't know, to me this makes me think that it's something more like a cult or behind the scenes related, where maybe they're agreeing to go along with something that was presented to them by the US. Or maybe, you know what I mean, like they're just showing like they're willing to play ball with whatever. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Nothing's usually as innocent as it appears. Again, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. And my friend LG Rhythm. I didn't know who she was, so I had to look her up. And all the pictures I've seen of her, her bottom teeth are not that bad. They're like slightly off, but not anything close.
Check out what's at the bottom of the secret entrance. Looks like a normal phone box. In we go. Putting your money in. Dial 737. That's it. Away you go. We're going down. Check this.
That is badass, but why would you tell people your code?
It's my underground world. Let's go in here and check it out. Are we into the cockpit of the plane and then continue into the main body? Check this out. I mean, look at the lighting. I think it's cool in here. XBMI baby, Boeing 737. Look at it, look at the shape. But we're not finished yet. We can continue around here into the old bunker, can't we? My original bunker I made. Undergo a bit of work at the moment, but check this out. My great escape tunnel I dug, 35-foot long tunnel. Let's get out of here, up the well. So we go around here, we've got the World War II well, and we can get back to ground level. But don't forget one thing, everyone. The plane isn't buried yet. Check it all out on here. There's a plane. Next week, I'm digging a hole. Follow along, and this will be my dream, how it is.
That's awesome.
So I am. What the this? Explain this. This was spotted in Russia. A funnel.
Water spout?
The funnel. This ain't AI. They ran it through AI. This is a real video. Oh, that's not it. I have more. And this was posted June 26th, a few days ago. As you can see, the time is rolling. This ain't no replay. This is a real video from somebody's Ring camera. We getting invaded. Are we still in the same week, people? Volcano eruption 2 days ago. Shot lava 300 feet in the air in Hawaii.
Wow.
Not only did Venezuela get hit by 2 earthquakes out of nowhere, flood out of nowhere, get robbed, get their kids trafficked, now the sky red. What's going on? We still not over with. Yesterday, in the middle of the Saudi Arabian desert, a lake of baby fish popped out of nowhere. Live! This is a lake that just popped out in the middle of the desert. If you can't tell me God ain't about to do some shit, man, hold up. And this ain't AI. I know y'all gonna say, oh, this AI is stupid. Look it up. And while y'all was eating the World Cup penis, like the rest of the world, they just had the MK Ultra files.
Dr. Sobdusky,
and the COVID cover-up exposed in a 4-hour meeting, and no Democrat showed up. Not even one.
Over 26 years.
They even admitted to killing MLK through a MK Ultra program.
You said his name was Mr. Flores. Is that correct? Correct. Where did you interview Mr. Flores, Doctor?
Mr. Flores. They even admitted the cartel had a fucking
his testimony. He's testified
Macy's magazine of children they were selling from America.
In the leadership of the Sinaloa cartel. That's where the interviews, that's why I initiated the interviews with him, which was over the phone. Was he in prison? No. No, okay. What was his affiliation with the cartels? He was in charge of distribution of illicit narcotics in the United States. Okay. You said that he told you about a booklet that the cartel had that listed these kids almost like a Sears catalog with price tags for purchase. Is that correct? That is correct. Did he say how many kids were in these booklets? He said many, but he did not provide a number. Did you say in your opening statement that their prices were higher if they were virgins or of a younger age? That is correct. You think that maybe some of the testimony like that is why there's no Democrats from today? Absolutely.
Why do Sway Lee in a skirt and bust down boots?
That's Epstein's house.
Hey guys, it's Palm Beach Pete. And when I went on stake, because I usually went on stake, I'm going to buy this beautiful townhouse in New York City. Probably the best townhouse in New York City. And I'm a winner. Always a winner on stake.
Idiot.
Peace out, Palm Beach Pete.
And what do you think Donald Trump and Epstein were doing with this weird spot?
It's a Mar-a-Lago club. It's odd to have a hole in the middle there. Epstein's old house, which Palm Beach Pete's trying to buy.
I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. Even if no other superstar, you know that I'll be your paparazzi. Promise
Gross.
I'll be shy, but I won't stop until.
I'm a journalist, and I'm wondering if there's someone I can speak to. Is there someone that I can speak to?
Yeah, I think they might be like on the other side of the park, actually.
No.
Yeah.
They said you would be here.
Oh no, but other side of the park's actually.
Why are you so upset? Why are you so angry?
I was angry right here.
What?
I was angry right here.
seem like really jittery, like upset.
You're just annoying, that's all.
Oh, why am I annoying?
Meet Naftali Aaron Kranz. He's a paid protester through and through. Here's him posting on LinkedIn to hire paid protesters for the company he works for called Get Free. Listen to this. Get Free is hiring for part-time mobilization support contractor. That just means paid protester. We're seeking out people with 4+ years of experience in leading direct action and large-scale mobilizations, demonstrations, protests, and civil disobedience, which just means experience getting arrested. Compensation is $3,500 to $4,200 a month.
Damn.
For an average of 20 hours a week. Get Free on their website calls themselves a grassroots organization, when Naftali and others are literally being paid to protest. Get Free wants to, quote, undo white supremacy. Naftali thinks one of the best ways to do that is to celebrate vandalism, saying Crown Heights stay winning after someone threw an egg at a stranger's Cybertruck and placed dog feces on it. Here's Naftali at an Abolish the Police rally. You can see he's not leading the protest, just blending in amongst the other recruits. He can get his photo op later because the way this works is combining all the leftist causes together to make the individual causes look bigger than they are. And of course he works with the DSA, which is why I ran into him at this DSA Tax the Rich rally. On LinkedIn, you can see Naftali frequently doing his paid protester posts saying, come work with and help us expand our effort to win reparations across the country. And Naftali is recruiting nationwide in Chicago, the Bay Area, and Baltimore. Now let's see what happens when we click on one of these links attached. It's a 9-week contract, part-time, paying $3,400 in stipends, issued bi-weekly, and they're looking for someone excited about experimentation and will recruit people and train them to drive turnout to events. We see Nicole Cardi at the top of the Get Free movement. She says the George Floyd protests were the reason Biden won the 2020 election. Now we can see that these protest NGO groups are about one thing: getting Democrats elected. So it's only fitting that donations to Get Free are funneled through Act Blue, who is under investigation by the Department of Justice for foreign contributions. Act Blue has funneled billions of dollars for activist groups like Indivisible Twin Cities, who is orchestrating the resistance on ICE agents in Minneapolis. Indivisible has been caught paying protesters, and they've received over $7.6 million from the Open Society Foundation, funded by George Soros.
All right, well, I have to go for a stand here.
There you can talk after the event. This is not the right time.
So I came here to celebrate Canada with my girls. We're Indigenous. We're Métis, we're Cree, we're Lakota,
I respect you.
Okay,
You share
great.
your land with us.
We share our land. We don't treat our land like this. All of you should be ashamed. Pick up some garbage. No, you're not. Look at all the garbage everywhere. Once the event's over, then you can come. It doesn't work that way. We don't wait till the event's over, because what happens if the rain comes in the rain comes in, the wind picks up, all this garbage gets picked up. Where are the people going around to pick it up? I'm here to enjoy it. I'm not making the mess. So we are neither. We're handing out the ice. You are. Look, you have the garbage in your hands. We're picking it up. Look at the garbage.
That's disgusting. You can see it scattered all over the place too.
They're picking it up.
We respect what you're saying, but the event is not done yet.
It should not look like this when the event is going.
They do the same thing in their own country though, and then they come here and do it and like think that it's okay. Like, no.
You can talk with management.
This is not how we treat Canada.
You can. I
ask everybody to bend over and pick up some garbage and put it in a garbage bag, because if you respect this land, you won't leave trash laying around like this. This is not how we treat our mother, our earth.
Yeah, after event you can see here, and if anything will be there, we are responsible.
So like you want to just walk around in filth the entire time and then clean up afterwards?
We're picking it up as we're going. It shouldn't be like this in the first place. Excuse me, don't tell me to relax. Well, then don't come here yelling at us, right? It's all on Facebook. It's all being posted. It's all being posted. Good, because this is not how we treat Canada.
Don't even get me started on them crapping all over the beaches.
Thank you. Good. I look forward to seeing it in an hour when it's all cleaned up and done at 3 o'clock. Right. Perfect. See? So lovely.
Let me show you something.
I'd like the name and number of the
Garbage everywhere.
Please. You can post this because you can show just how disrespectful all of the people at this event are just by posting it. Because I've got you too.
Okay. This is the page, and read this. What is written?
Yeah. Right. Perfect. Yes. So you guys, yeah, I see that. Why is the land? This is the land. You guys are. We're sharing it with you, and you guys throw your trash on it.
We might not understanding what.
Because nobody's picking it up.
Just leave it. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm going to continue to just take a video of all the garbage laying around. Good.
Disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. Look at this. Look. Where's the garbages to put the garbage away? Is this a garbage? Nope, not garbage.
Ballymun here. I believe that Somalians cooked the dog up here, trade them.
I can't show you this video.
Opening it up now.
This pisses me off.
The dog lying on its back with its paws up in the air, and it is burnt to a crisp. Apparently, according to a voice note, it was Somalis that were involved.
But they noticed at the back of where the doctors is that there was 3 Somalians, and they were like basically spit roasting something. And as they got closer, they seen it was a dog. The dog is still down there. My mum was saying that they just have a towel over the dog, like nobody will touch it.
You can go on X, you can see the video. I can't show it on Instagram because it's too graphic. But let that register. The government is allowing people in who are grabbing pets in your neighborhood and cooking them.
Did you know? When farmers wrap a tree branch in mud, it's actually the highest form of recognition they can give an outstanding fruit tree. That's because these trees are typically highly productive, and the quality of their fruit is exceptionally good. So farmers will make a few cuts on their branches, creating a noticeable wound. They then create a bandage from straw and wet mud and meticulously wrap it around the wounded branch. Finally, they cover it all with a layer of waterproof plastic film. After about a month strong, tough roots will sprout from the wrapped section. All that is left is to cut the branch off right below the new roots, and you have a perfect clone of the parent tree, because it developed from a mature branch. It means that once planted, it completely skips the 5 to 10 year juvenile growth stage. It can start bearing fruit in just 1 year, and the fruit's quality is just as excellent as the parent trees furthermore. The new plant is shorter, which makes harvesting the fruit much easier. This is the air layering technique, a method for rapidly cultivating an entire orchard of high-quality fruit trees.
Did I need to die for him to be kept away from public?
Scylla Taken was walking on Kids Beach with her partner.
Suddenly we hear this yelling from behind us, and I turn around and this maniac had a log-sized bat just basically slamming it down on her skull right here.
Police say the attack appeared to be unprovoked, and neither Taken nor her partner knew the alleged perpetrator.
That blow, if it was a little bit to my face, I could have been disfigured. If it was to the temple, I'm told I could have lost my eyesight or my hearing or my speech. I could have been paralyzed.
Taken says she doesn't remember the incident on account of the serious concussion she suffered, but she says it could have been even worse since her partner intervened to prevent the man from landing a second blow.
That's the only reason this is an assault and not a manslaughter. That second blow would kill me. I am almost certain.
Carlos Duarte, a man in his early 50s, was arrested soon after. He's since been charged with assault with a weapon, but less than 2 days after the violent incident, he was released on bail, leaving his victim terrified of what might lurk behind her.
The police was as disappointed as we were that he was let out that quickly.
We do feel let down. We do feel that the public deserves better.
Constable Darren Wong speaks for the VPD. He says the alleged assailant was known to police, although criminal charges had never been laid, which makes his release by the court all the more galling.
A lot of legwork went in by the police officers to demonstrate and articulate the reasons why this man needs to be held in custody, just for public safety. And the fact that he wasn't held, I mean, that's not our decision, and there's only so much we can do.
I just wish that we had a legal system that could protect the public from people that are, violently, just maniacs. And we don't have that.
Did I need to die for him to be kept away from public?
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Here is a brain scan of your brain normal, your brain on heroin, and your brain on corn usage.
You know what, dude? You got me. I put my hands up. My hands are up. You got me. I was completely ready for you to be super anti-Christian, saying some anti-Christian nonsense. And you taught me a really valuable lesson about not judging a book by its cover. I wrote that off. You didn't even start talking yet and I wrote it off. But that was some good stuff. He went on to say, corn destroys people, and gave ways that we can battle corn usage. You exposed to me in real time that man judges appearances and God judges the heart. And I got to stop judging appearances. That was just awesome. I got nothing to add. Honestly, I just want to convict myself a little bit. Maybe make some other people think about that. Good stuff.
Did you know that many celebrities have had to sacrifice people close to them, and we thought we knew why, but the reason was far darker. Very few people know this, but Kylie Jenner's close circle was affected, and she never dared to talk about it. Her hairstylist and her best friend both died mysteriously at just 34 years old. There was also DaBaby, who saw his father die the very same day he reached #1 on the charts, as if it was the price to pay. I've rarely seen something that strange. And we can't forget Michael Jordan, one of the greatest figures of all time, yet at the peak of his career, his father was murdered. The most well-known and shocking case is Kanye West and his mother, Donda West. He says it himself in this video.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. Future. You understand? Yeah. We appreciate Michael Jordan. What about him? His daddy, right?
A few years ago, there was Diana, Princess of Wales, who died tragically in a car crash. And strangely, her companion also died shortly after. When you know what the princess was trying to do, you realize how unusual it is, and the worst might be what happened to Mariah Carey. She lost her sister and her mother on the same day while her career was taking off. That alone is disturbing. Every time it seems to happen right when they are about to become famous. But is it really a coincidence, or is something else hiding behind all of this? I know the list goes on, so tell me in the comments if I missed any.
This is a message for every practicing witch, every psychic, especially if you are active in the online communities. Now, I'm an ex-witch, and I'm not on here to tell you to leave witchcraft or anything like that, but I follow Jesus, and God gave me a warning a few years ago about what was going to be happening within the occult. And I was one of the first people that this kind of got revealed to, and I kind of started off the Craft of Christ movement. As you guys see, a lot of people leave in the occult and turn into Jesus. But here's why I'm giving you this warning. In the occult, there is always someone bigger and badder than you. I don't care how powerful you think your magic is. I don't care how protected you think you are. There is always someone who is far more sinister than you. God showed me that he was quite literally going to put a spiritual detonation in the middle of the occult. And what this was going to do, it was going to reveal to people if they wanted to stay in this carnage, in this toxicity, or give them a chance to leave. Many of us have seen this happening. Many of us have received the call from God and we left. So for those of you that think it's a trend, it's not a trend, okay? We were actually shown what was going to happen in the occult and we decided to leave. I'm seeing it unfolding now. People will turn on you, okay? People that you thought were your friends, maybe in your coven, they're going to turn. And there's going to be people that are going to get deeper into the demonic things. I know that there's very surface level witchcraft, you know, green witchcraft and horoscopes and things like that. My point to you is that no matter how safe you feel right now in this, it's going to get dark. There's going to be a lot of blackmailing. There's going to be a lot of threats. There's going to be a lot of people using your personal messages against you, your personal details against you, and there's going to be a turning. So rather than a turning out, it's going to be a turning in. The occult quite literally is going to detonate from the inside. And what's going to happen is those of you with pure hearts, pure souls, even though we know that witchcraft is dark, your intentions are pure. You may want to help others, you may want to help yourself in some situations, but there are people now that are choosing to do absolute utter destruction. They are signing contracts bigger than Hecate and Lilith, going into the depths of hell. And this is my warning. It's no longer going to be pretty and powerful like it was before. And if you find yourself becoming threatened, blackmailed, scared, if you start seeing people turning very dark, people that you thought were your friends, people that you worked with, I'm here to tell you it's not you. And there is going to be a mass exposure in the occult world of the serious evils that are going on underneath it. Abuse, SA, blackmailing, all this kind of stuff. And if you want or need a way out, please come and see us, because we've seen this all happening. Now, I understand this coming from an ex-witch or somebody who's now part of the Christian cult. You're not going to listen. And I understand that. But these are the signs that you need to look out for. When you find that your name is being spoken about a lot, you need to start paying attention. You find that in your dreams, you're being offered contracts, or people are trying to surround you. 3 or more people are trying to surround you in your dreams. You need to pay attention. If you feel yourself being drawn towards Jesus, towards God, towards the Bible, you need to pay attention. If you start to see a collapse going on within the occult, within covens, maybe online, people turning on each other, fighting, using personal information against each other, you need to pay attention, because it is a downward spiral. You can't protect yourself against witchcraft with more witchcraft. The only thing that can protect you is Jesus. The only thing that comes against witchcraft is the Holy Spirit. If you find yourself being blackmailed, if you find yourself being threatened, if you find yourself under serious spiritual attack and you want to get out, come and see us. There is a way out, and on the other side, you can see it very clearly. When you're in it, you can't see it. But on this side, where we all are, we are seeing the detonation happening, and we're here for those of you that need to get out. God bless you all.
Sorry guys, I had a little bit of a computer glitch there and lost part of my recording, but I'm going to wrap this one up for the day. Hopefully you guys made it to the end. If you did, I appreciate you very much, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Peace.